Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a demon raid guide for all 4 of the demon raids. For this video, I'm going to try to do the best possible runs just to show you guys like probably the most efficient way to get this done. The best possible outcome, and in another video I will make like a full, free to play kind of new player guide for the demon raids. Just something you could do, say if you don't have all these, flashy festival units, all these really strong, powerful units, just different strategies that you can use to get this done. But today I will be having my buddy Bearded Saint help me out today. For the red demon, I am going to be using this team. Of course, we're going to be using Margaret for her buffs, Easton for her buff, and Escanor to be doing some really big damage. And okay, so if you want efficient for gathering resources, it would be best if you had like the Valentines units that you can run in the sub slot. But for this, I'm going to be using other units that, other than the Valentines units, just good sub units that work out, with their passes and whatnot to help the rest of the team, just to show you guys, a little bit more efficiency when trying to complete the runs. Obviously, if you don't have the Valentines units, to get that extra cosmetic piece, you can also use any of the Derrieres with the blue Derriere Valentine's cosmetic set to also get an extra cosmetic piece, but you can only get that 3 times a day. But if you don't have any of those, it is what it is. They do come back, so all is not lost when it comes to that. So for the gear I'm running on these units, depending on how strong your units are, you might not necessarily need the most, crazy gear sets, but I'm running attack crit on Margaret just because she can do a lot of damage, especially with her ultimate. Easton, I'm using HP defense, and the Escanor attack crit. You always want to run attack crit with Escanor, and Jericho's gear doesn't really matter because she won't be coming out onto the field. You want to use Escanor with Merlin Link so you can get that extra crit chance, and Easton's buff will be giving more crit chance, and Jericho's passive will be giving him more crit chance. And then my buddy over here will be running this team, and the reason he's running this team is because, of course, Escanor is going to be doing extra damage. Bon, the Nunchuck Bon has the defense down card, and the lane has an attack buff that will give a higher attack percentage than Margaret's buff will. So let's go ahead and get into it. Whenever he is ready. Alright, so what you're going to want to do, turn 1, is you want to use all your buffs. And then he will use the Bond card, and Escanor has a really good chance of one-shotting here. Ooh, close, close. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go ahead and dump that, this, and this. Did he get Escanor ultimate? Yeah, this kills. Okay, so he got Escanor ultimate, which is a really good possible outcome. because Escanor will destroy no matter what. You could have a 1/6 Escanor, his ult will kill. But I am going to level 2 buff. Oh, and level 2 Easton buff. Nice. Get that big damage off with his Escanor. I'm going to let him ult. And then I'll just do this. Easy 3-turn clear. Over 1,000,000 damage. And that was only with the level 2 from both Easton and Margaret. Alright, so let's get on to the next one. Alrighty, so for the Grey Demon, we're gonna get a two-turn clear on this one. For the teams that you want to use, I'm going to be using the Dana for Liz and Gother for the rank up, and Merlin with Death Pierce in the sub, and Sariel Link on Merlin so that she does just extra juicy damage. As far as gear goes, I have HP defense on everybody except for Merlin. Merlin's going to be running attack crit damage because she will do insane damage to this demon. For my buddy's team, he's going to be using Helbram to give us just all the extra stats, because Merlin, it's really weird because Merlin's a little iffy on her crits when doing this raid. I'd say she has a pretty good chance to crit, but it's not guaranteed. If you don't crit, like with a turn 1, you probably won't kill. You're still going to do a lot of damage, but you're probably not going to kill. But if you do crit with a level 3, you will one-shot this demon. You know, obviously if your Merlin is built and whatnot, but Helbram's just going to be helping out a lot with that. He is also running Death Pierce sub. I don't know if running 2 Death Pierces stack like that, but oh well, we're going to be rolling with it anyways. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so turn 1, we will get the rank up with Liz, use our Gother rank up, and it doesn't really matter what kind of RNG you're going to get. If your Merlin is built and you have that Helbram buff, you're going to destroy. So I'm just going to dump these cards just in case. You never know, but I'm pretty sure he's going to kill. I'm pretty sure. My Merlin will always one-shot. I'm pretty sure his will too. Yeah, see, easy. And then all you gotta do now is just use your extra Merlin card on the second phase. Now, it's always good if you get extra Merlin cards, you know, just in case, because you never know what'll happen. Oh, just like that, she didn't one-shot. She usually does. I don't know, I hit for almost 1,000,000 damage in our practice run that we were doing earlier. It is what it is. Alright, so for the Crimson Demon, there's a bunch of units that you can use. Demons work really well. This isn't the team I normally use. Normally I like using Ram, just so I have an excuse to use her in something. And unlike the other Valentines units for the other raids, the Jenna and the Zaneri, the one for the Crimson Demon, the Elaine, her passive actually helps. Because Derriere is going to be buffing herself, and her passive gives your units extra stats with those buffs. But for today, because I didn't use the Valentines units for the other raids, I'm going to be using Red Gallant in the back, because Red Gallant's passive lets our red units ignore defense, and I'm going to be running that with Zeldris, because Zeldris' passive gives everybody extra stats for every commandment on the field. So we're going to be trying to give my Derriere as much buffs as I can. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I run my DPS in the third slot, not in the front, because I don't want to merge their cards. When we're ranking up and all that, you want you want their individual cards to not merge, so that when you rank up, you can keep them separate and get them ranked up. Or if you just want to use them individually, it just works out better that way. So we're gonna go ahead and be running this team. My buddy's gonna be running a very similar team, Red Zeldris as well. Red Zeldris does really good damage against this demon, so that is also a good plus. We'll go ahead and get started. If my buddy is ready. Now, I can't promise that this is going to be a 3-turn clear, but we can definitely get it close. Okay, so I got an extra Derriere card, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to let him know that I don't have a rank up. You always want to do that. And then I'm going to use one Derry card, and I'm going to dump the Gother and the Zeldris card. I don't suggest using a Derry card turn 1 unless you pull the extra Derry card. Although I should have used the other one just in case it merges. But if it does merge, it's okay. It's not that big a deal. Okay, so that's not the greatest because I will be merging the card. I guess I could move it. It would give me an extra ult gauge. Well, let's see if he has a rank up. I'm gonna let him know that I have a rank up. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to merge it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my buff. That's some pretty good damage from Zeldris there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here... Oh, okay, I just merged a level 3. So I'm going to use this Derry buff and use her Derry attack, so I can get ult gauge and get more buffs stacked on top of her, and I will use a level 3 from Zeldris to get that extra bit of damage, just in case. But yeah, 380, that's pretty good. So 4-turn clear. And then this turn, you just ult with Derriere, and there's your win. Derriere will 100% one-shot. My Derriere is 6'6", her attack cosmetics are maxed out, and she's got a bunch of buffs. Easy clap. Alrighty, the final demon. For this guy, I'm going to be running this team. Now, the reason I'm using Merlin in the sub is because the idea behind this team is that you're ult rushing with Derriere and Liz. And if you want a really good consistent outcome, running Merlin in the sub is a really good idea. You're not going to be wasting food. And I don't really see a reason to use somebody else, like somebody that gives you attack buffs, if you're doing enough damage as it is, which I will be. My Derriere has the same gear as my red Derriere. The only difference is Dana for Liz, I'm going to be running attack crit, because she will do a lot of damage in this fight. My buddy is going to be the one running the Zenari with the Thonar and the sub. He's also going to be running Zaratross, because Zaratross does insane damage. The reason I'm not running Zaratross is because you wanna rush that ult with Derry. You want to have at least a couple of ults. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so turn one, what we're going to do is my buddy here is going to use the cleanse. Then I am going to rank up, and then we're just going to dump our Liz cards. I'm going to get Liz ult. He will get Liz ult at another time. And we will kill, because Liz will do insane damage. On this next turn, I'm going to be dumping my Daria cards, get her ult, and then he will kill. And if he can, he'll rush his Liz ult. And then, I didn't really get any other good cards, wow, I'm just going to dump that. And then for the final phase, it's easy. All you gotta do is just ult with your 2 units, and your other player will ult if he has an ult and use some Zaratross cards. Whatever he's got. But it's pretty easy. It's not like it used to be. This demon's a joke now. It's crazy how fast this demon turned into a joke. Get the kill with Liz. Nice. Not bad. Just a quick little thing before I end the video, just in case anybody doesn't know. When you're if you have all the Valentines units with their cosmetics, or not the New Year's units, and you didn't know like exactly which ones do what or how it all works out, so I have a team here specifically set just for when I summon. The green demon Meliodas is what summons the Howlix demon. The blue Jericho is what summons the gray demon. If I can find her, where is she? There she is, this one right here. And then it's the red base Elizabeth that summons the red demon. And then for the Valentine's units, you want to use Jenna. Where's Jenna? Jenna for the Howlix demon. You want to use, or not the Howlix, for the red demon. You want to use Zenari for the gray demon. And you want to use, where is she? So, where's Elaine? It's a red Elaine, not the winged one. This Elaine. This Elaine for the Crimson Demon, the Crimson Demon, and then for the Belmoth Demon. For now, we don't have one that gives a cosmetic upgrade piece for him specifically, but you can just you just run any of the dairy areas. Well, if you're doing hell, you got to run the green one. Just slap on the Valentine's cosmetic on to dairy area, and you'll get the cosmetic piece. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.